The Sudanese government had for long raised its reservations about the UN's political mission in the country. This was followed by a demand for the immediate termination of the United Nations Integrated Transition Assistance Mission in Sudan, UNITAMS. In response, members of the UN Security Council voted on a drawdown program.
The United Kingdom would not have chosen to close UNITAMS at this moment. We commend the work done by the mission before and since the outbreak of the conflict. But given the unequivocal demand of the Sudanese authorities for the immediate termination of UNITAMS, we have worked tirelessly, as penholder, to agree a compromise to allow an orderly transition and liquidation. We reiterate that the Sudanese authorities remain responsible for the safety and security of UNITAM's staff and assets during this transition.
Russia abstained from the unanimous vote to end UNITAM's mandate. The US and UK ambassadors expressed dismay over the decision, but said the move was inevitable.
We thank the Security Council for positively responding to the request of the government of the Sudan to terminate the mandate of UNITAMS. We affirm the government's readiness to continue constructive engagement with the UN by strengthening cooperation with the country team to work on issues of recovery, rehabilitation, reconstruction, and development support.
The conflict in Sudan, which is now in its 8th month, has forced more than 6 million people out of their homes, with some escaping into neighboring countries.
The situation in the Darfur and other parts of the Sudan are disturbing, and we must all respond to the cause of the suffering Sudanese people for a cessation of the hostilities, the protection of civilians, and the provision of humanitarian assistance to the numerous displaced persons, among others. As members of the A3, we are rightfully more concerned by the situation and would continue to engage constructively within the Council and our continental context with the processes required to abate the fighting.
UN officials say that despite the drawdown of the UNITAMS mission by a few hundred people, they will keep trying to help Sudanese people with the continuing presence of various humanitarian agencies. Joy Kiruki Juma, CGTN.